Who do you guys think should pay for the first date?
100% the guy. We're Balkan and we're Slavic, so
I would honestly rather pay for the first date.
I'm not afraid of splitting the bill.
If the guy doesn't pay on the first date, forget about...
Hey guys, what's up? Fade Chronicles here today. So guys, I grew up in a culture where it's actually the norm for a man to pay for the first date. And the first date has to be somewhat something where money is spent. But yeah, I live in the Netherlands now, so it's a bit different, I'd say. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to go around the Hague. I'm going to ask people for their opinions on who they think should pay for the first date and what they think a first date is and is not. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. The first question is, where are you guys from?
we're from Bulgaria.
Schiedam in the Netherlands.
I'm from Bulgaria.
I'm from Georgia, the country.
I'm from Croatia.
On a first date, who do you guys think should pay?
The guy, 100%.
100% the guy. We're Balkan and we're Slavic, so always the guy, not only the first date.
If the guy doesn't pay on the first date, forget about getting more each other like a second date. Forget about it.
Like it's done. After
It's
that,
done, yeah.
it's just non-negotiable.
No, it's not.
No. Yeah.
Okay. Then I think I'm answered. And the next question. So, okay, let's dive a bit more into it. So let's say the first date now. What is a first date and what's not a first date?
Walking around is not a first date.
Okay.
No, I think it depends on the guy's situation. Yeah, if he cannot afford a nice restaurant that he can pay for, a walk is fine with just like a coffee or something, like a small candy to show appreciation for the person that you're on date with. And yeah, if he does, like, if he has money, go for it. Spend it.
Okay.
Also, he needs to pick us up and then he needs to drop us out.
Okay.
After that.
And open the door for us.
Of course. And know the side rules.
What are the side rules?
When you walk like on a pave, the girl should never be on the side of the street.
Oh, so
Never.
closest to like the road.
Yeah,
Okay.
It shows protection.
of course.
Okay, and that's important.
Of
Yes.
course.
Okay. So I get the vibe. You guys, conservative culture, somewhat like mine. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not afraid of splitting the bill, but I don't think anyone should pay on a first date. Maybe if someone feels like paying or if it's a really small date, like a coffee date, then it's not really scary to pay the full amount because it's just a coffee
Okay.
or something.
Okay, you being Dutch, right?
Yeah.
We know a lot of stereotypes.
Yeah.
Tickies, all of that. So maybe could you like elaborate like how your dating life has gone? Not the personal details, but just in terms of paying.
All right. I'm a big coffee date fan and I would never send a tikkie for one coffee or even two. I would never send a tikkie for a coffee.
Okay.
It's $3. Let's be so for real right now.
And would you pay for a first date?
Yes, of course.
And have no problem with it? Like,
No.
Okay. Interesting. That's very different from my culture, which is, because like in my culture, guys need to pay most of the time.
Oh.
Actually, maybe not most, all the time. So, and that's also what I believe in. But yeah, so the next question is, okay, so what would you say you think is a first date and is not a first date? So like something where if you were taking it out here, you'd be like, really? Come on, man. Or if you were taking somewhere like there, you'd be like, wow, he really likes me.
Oh, no. I don't really believe in it has to be expensive or it has to be special. I think a first date is just the two of you going out to do something fun.
Okay.
And it doesn't really matter what the cost is or what the place is. It could be a picnic. It could be a coffee date. It could even be a library date or a study date.
Oh, wow. And yeah, I've never thought of those as dates.
What do you think is a date?
So like for me, it's like, you go out for like dinner and drinks. And then like maybe you go for a walk after, depending on the vibe.
That's fun.
Yeah. So, but then now the whole thing is like in my head, it's like I need to pay for it.
Oh, yeah.
You see,
Would you mind if you did not pay for a first date?
I wouldn't mind because also I've been in the Netherlands for like 4 years now. So my perspectives have changed a bit. So I wouldn't mind, but I would feel a bit weird. Like, does she like me? Does she not?
Fair enough.
So.
I think if you split the bill, it's like, oh, does she want to go on a second date? She's splitting the bill.
That's like what goes through my head. And
I get it.
Is that like true or like?
Maybe for dinner? Yeah, maybe for dinner.
Okay. So like for dinner, if you go for dinner, then like you split the bill, it's like, I don't really like that type of thing. Okay.
I think so. I've heard people say, oh, if you do this one, I'll do the next one.
Okay,
I think that's a really good one. And it shows like, oh, let's go on a second date, you know?
I get you. I actually agree with that one. That one is cool.
I would honestly rather pay for the first date because it doesn't make me feel that I need to give you something in return if I don't like you. Like, I don't need a second date or something. I feel like I pay and I don't, how do I say that?
You don't need to, like, you don't feel like he's entitled to you.
Yeah, I don't feel pressure.
Okay.
I would rather pay. What about you?
So before she goes, is that like a thing in Bulgaria?
No, it's not. I would say that men normally like pay for the dates.
Okay.
But yeah, I would rather pay.
Okay.
I feel like whoever asks a person out should pay, whoever is the initiator of the date. But to answer your second question, in Georgia, usually, like most of the time, men pay.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's like an expected thing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't agree with that, but yeah.
Because I've now got a follow-up question on that. You said like most of the time guys pay and like whoever asks should pay. Do like ladies ever ask guys out?
Like if it's I don't think they ask out just like random people who they meet on the street or something. Maybe like friends.
Okay.
Like they've liked.
Oh, for a while and then they ask.
Like in a friend group or something, or an acquaintance, but not randomly.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So now we've built up for the next question. So what would you guys say is and is not a first date?
It's not like, okay, you answer now.
Cause I don't know, answer first cause I have.
Okay. Maybe we can break it down into what would you feel is like disrespectful if you're taking on a first date, like to go somewhere, like, you know, like something you'd be like, no, that's not a first date.
To a place?
Yeah, basically, that's what
I
I'm
think
asking.
the only place that it's not appropriate for a first date is, the cinema. Cause you can actually, cause you cannot talk. You just sit there and watch a movie. Like maybe if you go out first to some place to talk a bit and then go to a movie that you both really want to watch, I can get that. But if you straight up go to the cinema and just sit there for 3 hours, what do you want to do?
Exactly.
Like what are you trying to do?
Yeah, it's disrespectful not to make effort to get to know to another person. Like if you sometimes don't think about it, but what's the point of going on a date? Like not if you were hooking up, okay, just hook up. But if you're going on a date, you want to get to know to the other person.
Yeah.
So choose a place where you can.
You actually can talk.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. And what would you guys like an ideal date be for you guys? Do you have that in your minds or you're not really fussy about that?
I love like fun dates. Like we were just bouldering like an hour ago.
Bouldering is like climbing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's a good date, but not for a first date. I would honestly, for a first date, somewhere that we can just sit and talk, like get to know each other. Like, and other people are around too. So you have a way out if something happens. But yeah, just talk a bit. And after for a second date, I would love like fun dates.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm also kind of boring with like my
first date.
Yeah, first date because I would like to get a drink, like coffee or tea, and just walk around because I feel like you get to know to the person as you're like
walking.
Yeah, you're talking and walking and you're bump into different things and topics change. Like you can talk about anything and
Okay.
I don't like walking for a first date. It's
walking.
Distracting
like,
for me.
A bit interactive. I just don't like sitting only.
No sitting and drinks?
Yeah, just at first, but then later.
Oh, then after
take a walk.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
To reflect.
That's not exactly like my typical first date.
What is your typical
mine
first
would
date?
be like go out to eat and then drinks after.
That's true.
And
that's like a traditional one, I feel like.
I don't like eating on first date, I think.
Yeah, I feel it's awkward.
I've heard this from girls actually, like, cause whenever I take girls out on a first date, they'll kind of like touch their food, not like.
No, I would eat. I'm not ashamed of eating or something, but it's just, you're trying to talk and get to know the person. And in the middle of that, you have to chew. You have to be like, wait, let me chew that. So it's not that I'm like ashamed to eat or something, but it's an inconvenient for the conversation.
Okay.
I think it should be the person who invites for the first date.
Okay.
No, to show some like interest that you're like, okay, I really want to date that person, so I'm going to pay for it.
Okay.
Maybe.
And in terms of like inviting for the date, let's say now it's time to, like, the date's done and you need to go somewhere, whatever. Who do you think should pay for that?
Really depends, like, especially like we're living in the Netherlands where splitting bills is completely fine. If I would date in Croatia, then probably the person who is like more the one who brought the initiative at the beginning, like at the first place.
I'm sorry, I think I asked you the same question twice.
Yeah.
I meant to say, yeah, you knew you were just nice about it.
I tried.
What I meant to ask you is, let's say you split the bill on the first date. Is that like a red flag, like they don't like me that much, or how does that resonate with you?
I mean, that doesn't have to be like that, because like if you're splitting the bill, it's just like, okay, we did something, we're gonna split the bill, we had fun time or not, but like, I'm gonna invest my money in that just to show that, okay, if he wants to split or she wants to split the bill, I'm gonna be like, okay, fair.
Okay, interesting. And now, in terms of the actual date, what would you say is like a first date and what's not a first date?
I think it can be whatever. Should be something that is exciting in a way, like that you have time to get to know that person. So it can come from like going to a restaurant or to a movie, and like also like taking a walk or whatever. It's super nice. Some moments where you can be alone or like just get to know the person is completely fine for me.
That's actually interesting, because that really makes me realize, like, I don't think you care if it's like a plain date or something.
No, like plain date is maybe something where you are like just sitting somewhere and then don't have any deeper conversations or like getting to know each other. If it's boring, then like, yeah, plain date. But I think it's very hard to distinguish what is a plain date in terms of like activity or not.
Okay. Interesting. Thank you so much.
No problem.
And there you have it, guys. Very different opinions from what I grew up knowing, you know? But yeah, it was interesting, and I hope you guys managed to learn something. But yeah, this is the end of the video, guys. So make sure that you go like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.